It was a record-breaking weekend for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, which has now grossed $900 million at the global box office. Could we see it hit $1 billion? Well, not this coming weekend. Why? Because Disney decided that they were going to pull the movie on April 31st. That's right. It was only in theaters for a couple days. And a lot of Star Wars fans are very upset at Lucasfilm saying, why'd you do this? Well, I have a theory, and we'll go through it now. As you can see here, many Star Wars fans are upset with Lucasfilm saying, it makes no sense. You fumbled. And I could go on, but you guys understand. They're like, why would you release this movie, then just take it away, when it was doing so well in the theaters? And why not keep it in theaters for the Disney Star Wars May the 4th weekend? Everybody would be ready and hyped to go, right? But no, Disney was like, we're done. Sorry, because I don't think they wanted it to compete with another Disney film that was coming out this weekend. Well, look who we have here. The creator of Deadpool says Disney pulled the Revenge of the Sith so as to not take money away from the Thunderbolts during May the 4th. These people are nuts. Look at this one. Sold out the last showing of the release 20 years later. Disney is retarded. And here are some of the stats that ended Revenge of the Sith. It grossed $3.4 million on Wednesday from 2,800 locations. It probably would have done well the May the 4th weekend because a lot of Disney Star Wars fans celebrate May the 4th as Star Wars Day. And then I like this guy. He goes, the film will be playing in theaters with a W. With a W. You get the idea. Many Star Wars fans are very angry that they didn't get a chance to watch this movie in the big screen and that Lucasfilm or Disney decided not to keep it in theaters over the May the 4th weekend. It probably would have generated a lot more money because people would have gone out of, hey, let's have some fun. It's May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day. Let's go see Revenge of the Sith. Oh, but no, we're talking about Disney. They probably didn't want any competition for the Thunderbolts because how embarrassing would it be if Revenge of the Sith did a little bit better than their brand new Marvel film? I don't think it could happen, but stranger things has happened before. What if Episode 3 was released the same weekend as Snow White or some of these other films? Yes, it is embarrassing for Disney that they can't put out stuff that people actually want to go to the theater and see. That it takes a 20-year-old film to get people excited again and create a buzz on social media to talk about Star Wars in a positive way. So I believe, and I could be wrong, but it just looks this way, that they specifically took it out of the theaters Wednesday because the Thunderbolts come out on Thursday. And they're just like, we can't be, we've been embarrassed enough, okay? The last thing we need is an old George Lucas film to embarrass us again. Basically, that's just telling the world that we don't know what we're doing, and the old stuff was a lot better. Well, listen, we don't need a box office to tell us that. We definitely don't need it. We already know. We already know. And I guess the box office should tell you that there are Star Wars fans out there hungry for good Star Wars, not the stuff that has been produced by Disney. I'm curious to see if they're going to release The Force Awakens. Or why didn't they release Rogue One? Because of all the Andor hype. Oh, yeah, Andor didn't even, according to the viewership, it didn't even make the front page. So that's all I'm saying. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You can be like, oh, Jay, you're just being petty. They didn't know what it was going to do. They just yanked it because that's just what they had planned. So stop it. Or did they not want to be embarrassed yet again? This is Jay, and we'll catch you next time.